I'm raising up people right now, you know.
Oh, ooh, Seamus. Come on now. You out here in the DMs laying game?
I gotta take a picture of the podcast so I look like I'm doing stuff, and I didn't lay in bed sore all day playing Final Fantasy.
My nigga.
I can just imagine, like, listen, Shorty, listen, this conversation is great.
I gotta go on a podcast. We're talking about important things, like the Luca trade, like the
Lucas trade.
We're talking about the Luca trade. We're talking about Fantastic Four. Listen, I've been busy all day.
Speed getting demolished in the Royal Rumble by Braun Breaker. Like, it's gonna be great.
That was pretty impressive. Standing backflip. Oh my God! Breaker. I can't even walk.
Welcome to the last minute reaction. We're reacting things with little no preparation. I'm Mikey.
I'm Seamus.
And today, people, we're back again with another reaction for you on the Indie Corner podcast. And today, Seamus, it's a special one. It's a special one because again, this is something we've been talking about ever since we've been doing After Darks and talking about the coverage of San Diego Comic-Con and D20 and D23. I think this is one of the most anticipated movies of 2025, along with Superman, I think. But yeah, people, if you haven't guessed it,
I did not say yeet. Don't put that in my mouth, dude.
No, I didn't say yeet, bro. I was mocking you, but
fuck you.
Just real quick though, yeet.
Stop.
Yeet. People have been putting up what we've been putting down. We're talking about Fantastic Four First Steps. The official debut of the Fantastic Four in the MCU finally after all these years and all this hype. And obviously that's going to be starring, your boy Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch, and our boy cousin, Ebon Moss-Bachrach playing Benjamin Grimm, aka The Thing. And listen, I don't really have anything else to say, bro. We've talked enough on the podcast already about it. Like, I'm excited. When we did our San Diego Comic-Con coverage last year, and then they announced they did a whole drone show, which was really cool, but also they showcased a bit of the Fantastic car, and they got Matt Shackman, who was the showrunner on WandaVision. But we were talking about this off camera with Seamus, but he was when he was on San Diego Comic-Con, he was talking a lot about what the visual style he was going for, very retro futurism, which I think fits really well with the Fantastic Four because it takes place in another universe. There were some leaks and stuff which we may have took a peek at and saw, and from what we saw on those leaks, alleged leaks, it was looking nice, dude. It was looking really like it was a style for me in the aesthetic, which again, that's one thing that the MCU's been missing for a while is just a sense of just letting a filmmaker actually cook and play with an actual style to make these. This is a comic book film, but also this could be a very unique, very stylistic approach to a comic book movie, which hasn't and the MCU's been lacking for a little bit. I think it's a good direction going.
I was gonna say, I think this is probably behind the of course the Avengers movie. This is probably the most anticipated Marvel movie just because of how long we've been hearing about this. We've been hearing about this since 2019, 2020.
Forever.
And and how much it got delayed, and now that it's finally we're seeing it.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Already, I'm loving it.
Kirby, how's that sauce coming?
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay, is this guy good or what?
He looks great.
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible.
Whoa.
Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah, best looking he means.
Wow.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Whoa!
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Oh shit. Dude. Galactus!
As a family.
Wow. I love it. This is the Jetsons, bro. This is the Jetsons, but the Fantastic Four.
This teaser was entirely showcasing the visual style, and the visual style was the thing that I was the least worried about. It was the thing that I liked the most. I already knew everything was going to look great because from all of those, all the leaks, all of those little teasers they sent out, I was like, wow, this style looks really, really good. And now in this teaser, it does look really, really good. It's just that I don't think I am insanely like I don't know why I'm not as pumped for this as I am for Superman.
What did he say?
Which is weird because I like the Fantastic Four way more than I like Superman.
Yeah.
I think it's just with Marvel's track record, I'm a little more apprehensive because their issues have never really been visuals. It's been the CGI and the scripts. Those have been the things that I've mostly been like, wow, these are like not really all that hot.
We'll just break it down real quick, but again, the visual style here, again, we see that again the other universe. So this is a more retro, futuristic version of New York, which I think is really cool. I love this shot. It looks like it's like a small television set from like the 50s. Like I love like that framing here.
Yeah, the aspect ratio looks really interesting, and I assume it looks like that because they're filming like their little TV show that they have.
Reality show. Yeah,
they have. So he is apparently the Mr. Fantastic is like a Bill Nye character. And what they're doing right now is like an interview for like a local television, New York television station.
Yeah. Which I think is really cool. It's a really cool way to take Reed's character. You know, it's different. Yeah, this is cool, man.
I love the way it looks. Like I said, I love the costuming, the set design, the production design, all that stuff. Like I said, not stuff I was worried about because that stuff I was like, yeah, that'll probably look really cool. I just feel like the character dynamics between the Fantastic Four and how they act together has to be like perfect for you to get even like a good adaptation of the Fantastic Four out, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, but it's really, I mean, Matt Shakman is pretty much taking what he learned from doing WandaVision. That was one of the best things people loved about WandaVision was the visual style of it and how stylized it was in terms of like, you know, the eras of television that it was homaging. And now he's pretty much taking that concept and just going crazy with it. And you do in terms of like, you know, the whole Fantastic Four world that they're showcasing here. But yeah, the Baxter building looks awesome. I'm loving the set design and the production design.
A few moments later.
This is like the most comic accurate version of a live action Ben Grimm that we've ever seen so far compared to like Michael Chiklis and Tim Story's version and then Josh Trank in the Fanforstic version, which was more like just huge, like chunkus. This is amazing. Like I saw still photos of it earlier throughout the day, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But again, like seeing it like in motion, it looks fantastic. Like, well, pun intended. But yeah, like it's, and I think Ebon's voice I think works so well because I was wondering if he was gonna do like, you know, a very like, you know, hyper like, you know, like Jewish New York accent, but no, he's just kind of like doing him, you know, and it works.
I think it works, yeah, because, and I like how it's his voice and he's not like trying to artificially lower it because I think that importantly humanizes Ben more. That he's still the same voice, he's still the same person. You know what I mean? It's just his appearance has changed.
When you like the VFX, it's like this is a live action version of Ben Grimm here that's more comic accurate, but like it doesn't look like too realistic like they did with Fanforstic. Like it still looks a little bit like a little cartoonish a little bit. I mean,
it's a perfect balance between like realism and comic book cartoon like design, you know. And I think because it looks like if someone brought an Alex Ross painting to life, which is exactly how I think comic books should look. But
exactly,
he just looks like it's just perfect. You know what I mean? It looks like the CGI is, for him at least, is like good, as you know what I mean. And I think the mix of doing practical and CGI is working really, really well for him right now. Yeah, he just. I mean, I already knew he was going to be my favorite part of the movie because the Thing is my favorite Fantastic Four member. But like now, I at least, you know, even if this movie sucks ass, I at least can be like, oh my god, the Thing.
Yes. My turn, assholes.
This shot here, Reed doing his thing, doing his mash shit again. He's still smart. Again, I think Pedro, even though like we thought that like Pedro Pascal was like an interesting like choice, but I think he looks great. But obviously, we'll have to see more in terms of like when the movie comes out of like how they treat his character and how he does it with his performance. But so far, I think it's good.
Reed is a very complex character. I am worried that it's going to go the same route that I fear that an RDJ Doctor Doom will go, where I think you know what I mean, where it's a great performance, but it's not a great adaptation of that character. Because I feel like I like Reed the most, and I feel like he is constantly the most mischaracterized. Yeah. So I hope they really are able to nail Reed down as like for who he actually is in the comics, instead of all these weird mischaracterizations they try to throw at him from people who don't read comics and then try to summarize his character.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
The power that they're showing off. We didn't get to see him stretch, which is good. I wasn't ready to see that yet, to be honest with you. But seeing Sue turn invisible like that, that's amazing.
I like how too they're going with chalking up another point to the visual design. I like how they are going with Sue's invisibility being represented more through a light spectrum shift rather than like an like those weird like air wall things that they do. Yeah. I think it's a much cooler visual representation of invisibility and her like invisible walls and constructs and shit.
Yeah, like that shot of him like yeah, this is what we're talking about earlier with the spectrum shift. This is cool as shit. Like I like this. Yeah. That's such a cool idea to portray Sue's abilities, bro.
We're getting to my favorite shot. Oh shit.
It was great. Because again, like even that's what also I loved about like, even like with the Tim story, like Michael Chiklis version of the thing. Like I love Thing in a coat. Like you know, like in a hat.
It's literally referencing like one of the best stories of the Fantastic Four when he's in the coat. Like
yeah, boy.
This shot, I was like, oh, this is just, you know, again, this is why I love the Thing in terms of like his heart. But yeah, like him like looking at himself, how he used to look like, how handsome he was, looking at it, and it cuts to him now, like when the TV turns off. I was like, oh, this is such a good shot, dude. Yeah, it's so good. And again, he looks great. He looks so good, man. I love it a lot.
2 hours later,
seeing Johnny flame on, I was like, ooh, okay. I thought they were gonna save that, know what I mean? But he looks good. And look at that shot, man. He looks awesome. Again, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch wasn't my first choice, but like
he's the one. He's the casting I'm the most worried about, just because I know he's a good actor because I saw him in Gladiator 2, and I thought that he was pretty good at that. I just am not convinced that he is able to pull off a fully convincing Johnny Storm. That isn't like some, you know, I don't know. I'm still yet to be sold on him specifically, but I hope, like I said, I hope he does good. He looks like he's doing some good things, but like again, I am gonna wait till I see the movie to like fully.
I mean, that's the thing with me with Johnny. Like, I mean, obviously we know he's a hothead, but like he's also like the comedic relief. Like he has to be funny, like, you know. And I think Joseph Quinn kind of exhibited some of that in I
just thought like a lot of the humor that he had in Stranger Things was like so cringy, and it was so like, oh no, like, and I'm scared that that's what's gonna be present here, and I'm gonna be like,
seriously, what is all this shit?
I mean, what are you even looking for?
Madonna, Blondie, Bowie, Beatles, music. We need music.
This is music.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man.
I thought that John Malkovich was in this movie. Who's he playing? You know?
He's playing
Puppet Master.
What's his name?
Puppet Master.
No. He's playing the fucking guy who creates the apes. What fucking
the apes?
Red Ghost. fuck.
Red Ghost.
Fucking dude, he's like a deep cut character.
I've never heard of him. That's
he's
new
like
for me.
He's like a he's like this Russian cosmonaut scientist who like experimented to make super intelligent monkeys to go into space for Russia during the Cold War. But then he like just started using the monkeys to start committing crimes.
Okay. That's crazy.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Obviously, the creme de la creme, Galactus, bro. Played by I keep saying I've read his name, but it's the guy from the Vavitch, who's a great actor.
Ralph Ineson.
Ralph Ineson.
He was just in Nosferatu. He had a great role in Nosferatu.
I didn't even know he was in Nosferatu. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it's Robert Eggers. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but dude, like what we saw, we talk about that leak with his eyes, man. But yeah, he looks great. This looks good. Galactus, baby. We want to see this man eat a planet. Let's go. Yeah, man. Well, obviously it's a little teaser, so we're not gonna get much more than that. And yeah, this iconic shot of the team all together, and this is the one I saw on the social medias. But one thing I really want to highlight, just to make my last point with this, I really do love the fact that they're like when Matt Shakman really when he was talking about his vision for the Fantastic Four, it's all about just like them just being a family and just being there for each other. And I really do feel that in this trailer a lot, especially with the whole Jetsons vibe they're going with and the retrofuturism vibe. But yeah, it's like it is them being like that's having scenes where they're having dinner together and just talking about each other, and just I think they're selling the family vibe really, really well here, and I think the cast so far, from what I can tell, has some good chemistry amongst each other. So yeah, I really do like that that approach, that emphasis on the family aspect of the Fantastic Four, which again we didn't really see much of in Fan Four Stick, and we got some of that a little bit here and there in the Tim Story version. So yeah, I really do appreciate it.
I like the Beatles reference with this set. I enjoy that as like a little 60s nod, reference to their appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. But yeah, they look good here. Like I said, visual aspect, not worried about. I already knew that was going to be sick. I hope the script's there, and I hope that where they go with the Fantastic Four is great, because RDJ Doctor Doom is not giving me a lot of hope. Even if this is good, that they're going to go into a direction that I'm going to enjoy.
No, it's not.
So. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't show up in this movie. If he does, this movie's getting half a star on my letterbox.
That's kind of wild, bro.
I'm not around with you.